Hey, it's Drew. I am 6 months minus 1 week on T, and I just wanted to make an update video here quick. So, overall, big changes from testosterone have been standard things that you'd expect. And at this point, I started getting more body hair, my voice dropped right away, my skin got more oily, just standard things. My body shape has changed. And along those lines, some of the really important things that still really stick out to me is the change in my voice. When I hear myself, like an echo on the phone or recording, I still notice that it's deeper. And it's still kind of a surprise to me, but in the, I really like how that sounds, that's awesome way, which is, I hope I never take that for granted because I was really uncomfortable with my voice before. And yeah, my acne got bad really quick, and I already had acne to start with. So I started a topical antibiotic a little while ago on my face, and that has really helped. I don't remember the name of it. You can send me a message if you really want to know what it is. And that has really helped. I wash my face twice a day, trying to keep the acne at bay because I don't want to look ridiculously under the age that I actually am. And so, yeah, I also have acne on my back, unfortunately, but I think a lot of that is from wearing binders all the time, so it's just kind of a balancing act there. And finally, something that isn't an effect that you would expect from testosterone is that my growth plates hadn't closed when I started testosterone. That's not usual. Some people do get taller on testosterone, but it's very, very rare. That's one of the things that your doctor will tell you is not going to happen because it doesn't generally happen. I did grow 2 inches in about 3 months. I had pretty bad growing pains, and I was kind of in shock because I was 5'1". I accepted that I was short. That was fine. That's the way I am. But I got measured at the doctor's office. I stood next to people that I used to be shorter than, or that I used to be the same size as, and that has all changed. I had a friend have to swear up and down to me that she thought that I'd gotten taller because that's not supposed to happen. But I did, and that's pretty cool. So I'm 5'3" now. I might get taller because you obviously don't know if your growth plates are closed unless you got all sorts of x-rays. So I'm just curious. I didn't really care that I was 5'1", and I'm 5'3" now. Hey, it's just kind of cool because it happened. It doesn't usually happen, so. But other than that, I was just kind of thinking through things today after talking with a new therapist. So I just kind of explained the process that I went through. And it wasn't just the 6 months of videos that I've made. And that's been since I went on testosterone. But in high school, I was really confused about whether or not I wanted to be a guy because I was attracted to women, and most of the women that I knew were attracted to men, or if I wanted to be a guy because I wanted to be a guy, because I was a guy. And then in college, it really hit me that I was masculine, that I was growing up into this masculine male person, and then my body wasn't doing that, and I really had a lot of discomfort with that. And that hit me like a ton of bricks, and it was really hard to grapple with. There was a really rough summer that I spent living back at home between years of college, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I ignored it, and just tried to forget about it, and that didn't work. It still kind of ate away at me, and really, the body discomfort doesn't go away, even when you ignore it, unfortunately, and so I just kind of ignored that I knew what I could do about it, and then when I moved out of my family's house completely, and really had this life on my own, I'm a graduate student, I have a job, I've worked really hard for the life that I have. When I had that, it occurred to me that it wasn't worth living this life that I was really uncomfortable with just because I was afraid that it might be hard on other people or it would be difficult. So I decided that I wanted to transition because I wanted to be more comfortable with who I was. If I'm going to work this hard for my life, if I'm going to go to graduate school, if I'm going to take care of myself, then I want to be comfortable with who I am. I mean, what I want for my life is to have a partner that I want to have a family with, somebody that would be there to have my back, and I want to continue in science. I love doing research, and you know, I'm a guy. I love playing video games. I love playing softball. I love doing all these things. If I'm going to really enjoy life, why do I need to keep living this really uncomfortable way when transitioning is not easy? Don't get me wrong, but it's a lot better than the alternative. And so I was just kind of thinking about how much more I enjoy some of the simpler things now, and how much more I look forward to the big things, like having a family, having kids, I mean, just anything like that. Sharing my life with somebody, that means a lot more to me now, because I'm very comfortable with what I'm sharing. Who I am as a person, and the fact that I'm a guy, however you slice it, is awesome for me, and I'm much more comfortable with that than it was living as a female. So that is what's going on with me at 6 months. I'm writing a master's type thesis. It's a written exam for my PhD, and so then I've got about 3 years of school left after that, and yeah, good times, really busy, but I will catch you guys later.